doesn't love a good little ditty you can hum along to? It's like a natural wind instrument that's been installed against your will. God's little laugh track. I can tell you who does love this flatulent Philharmonica. DeviantArt. 82,495 results. Now that is a lot of musicians. Taking a look through the tag, if you'd be so inclined to, it's fairly obvious what we're talking about here. This isn't like those previous episodes. There's no weird slang in place. You get a very good idea of exactly what we're dealing with here. Not a lot of mystery left up to the old imagination. And taking a look at just a snippet, a small cross-section of some random animation gives you a very clear notion of exactly how that tag relates to the art that you're going to be looking at. There's not a lot of mystery left in this one. Actually, can we bring that one back? That one right there. And just zoom in on that. That's the look. That's what we're going to call the normal reaction. Now, I haven't been in many situations where I've had an anthropomorphic talking pony explode green farts in my face. But if I were in that situation, that's the look I'd have. That's the normal look. That's the average person reacting to that situation. But if that's the normal reaction, what's the DeviantArt reaction?
Yes, please. I wish to be a part of fart male white porn. All I wish to be is the black funnel noodles. And if you're blonde hair, you be the chicken cream fart on my brown funnel noodles. And if you're a guy with red hair, you'd be like a barbecue spicy buffalo cream on my black brown noodles.
Oh yeah, you like that? Huh? That's Random Fart Request 4. That's number 4 by True Phasion Force. Not really sure why this wasn't tagged as gore, because obviously Amy Rose is killing a man by putting her dump truck ass on his head and suffocating him while exploding out some kind of noxious fumes. I'm guessing that's a fart, or she has a bog in her asshole, one of the two. She is either a living swamp monster, or this particular artist does not know how to draw farts very well. Get used to that, though. You're going to be seeing a lot of green fart clouds. It's a popular addition in this particular tag. Now, True Phasion Force is a master of the craft. He has quite a few different illustrations related to this particular tag. Really throws his hat in the ring, wants to make himself a name, a well-known name. In fact, let's take a look at his profile. I want to know more. Trains with Faces and Sonic fan art. Just one of those would be a high indicator of autism, but both together, that's so far off the spectrum. We're into ultraviolet autism. He's gone beyond the visual range of Asperger's, into uncharted territories. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed it yet. I know it's hard to pull your eyes away from the Thomas the Tank Engine art, but just a tad bit over to the right. The journal titled, "I'm Going to Kill Myself." I'm Going to Kill Myself, from June 26, 2014, which coincidentally is around the time this account stopped uploading anything. 774 comments, many of them wishing him well in his endeavors. Don't get too excited though. Looking at the channel comments, it becomes clear that it's not quite what it seems. From Rathan3Kill3R, this is his old account, which has gotten hacked, so his new account is Aunt D. Well, I have to know, has he continued his tradition of amazing artwork on his new account, Aunt D? Yes, he has. And thank God for that. Look at those deviations. There's a whole lot of stuff going on over there. Isn't that a face you can trust? Hey kid, shh, come over here. You like Sonic the Hedgehog? Would you like to see a magic trick? Come in my van. Come on. Stella Skunk Skynote. Stella loves a good stink. Where better to turn to than me for one? And being a mayor, I'm giving her full access to the skunk fountain. You're burrowing your nose in my ass deep. I'm guessing you want more stink? Oh, stinky. So stinky. I want more, yes, PU. Oh, yes, Miss Skunk. Insert your tongue into my pussy and you'll get a stinkier stink. Holy shit. This is magnificent. This is some high quality art. This DeviantArt's really got a high standard for what they're doing. PU pinches nose daintily. How can you stand such a stinky stench? I remember you. I loved it when you told me I stunk. So tell me again. Flicks your hand off your nose, tackles you, sits on your face, and skunks you. I just love the feeling of skunk and farts in my nose. Oh, P.U. It's so stinky I can't stand it. You simply must give me my hands back, or move your butt away from my face. P.U. 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 You stink. Struggles but can't get her hands free? Why, thank you. That's the idea, hon. P.U. I do stink, don't I? Yes, you stink. And if I can't hold my nose, I'll just have to keep saying P.U. Then you're not going to hold your nose. P.U. I'm a skunk. I stink. I'm a skunky skunk with skunky skunk smell. I'm going to skunk you like a skunk with my skunky skunk stink. Because I'm a skunk that loves to be a skunk. And to hear that she's a skunky smelling skunk. May I have a whiffy? Go ahead. Takes in multiple long, deep whiffs. Oh, goodness. That was super stinky. Pump. Oh, whoops. My wings got excited. They're not sex organs. Don't give me that illogical crap. Oh, bleh. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. I didn't say I wanted you to mention male genitalia. You could just blush. Duh, what, grr? I didn't mention anything like that. Liar. Yes, it would seem you could find anything which might hold your interest within this tag. Be that a Middle Eastern skunk carrying out jihad in the suburbs, the desecration of childhood memories like Digimon, or even lactose-intolerant wildlife that's very upset about not being able to eat any cheese. Now, that's not to say that on occasion you're not going to stumble across a normal person who's going to kink-shame you. Terrible, I know, it's horrible, but it does happen. Fart taste. These girls have eaten a lot of gassy foods and now enjoy the cramps, noise, and stinks of their big farts. Beans, cabbage, onions, and cheese. I want to fucking kill myself. What in the actual fuck am I experiencing with this? But those examples are few and far between. There's a sense of safety in this tag where you can express the inner you, usually through the form of a story, like this particular story. My and Blake's fart slave story for fetish stories. One day, me and Blake were hanging out together, planning a trip together to the beach to have fun in the sun. Together. We were going to go meet up and find a perfect fart slave to use together. That's when we both met fetish stories. And we both were like, he will do. So we take him with us and made him our fart slave for life. We both took turns making him smell our farts. He told us our farts were so stinky, but he loved them. And he only wanted us to keep farting on him, so we did. We kept farting and farting on him until he was unconscious from the stink of our farts. That's when Blake whispered something in my ear, telling me we should shrink him and share him as a butt and farting slave. I was like, I don't even know if we should. But okay, Blake, it was your idea. So I guess I am in. So we shrink him down to share with our butts. But I was still not okay with this. But I went along with it because if I didn't, I know Blake would shrink me and force me to be his butt plug farting slave forever. I decided to go along with his plan. So now we use poor unconscious fetish stories together, still farting on him until he finally woke up, seeing two huge butts in his face, and smelling our farts again and again. But I was getting so tired of this. That's when Blake saw my weakness and decided to take over this whole farting story for you. But I'm still in the story, but unconscious for the rest of it. Blake was in control of you and decided you were a good fart slave, but he wanted someone else as his fart slave, so he puts you in between my butt cheeks and pushed them together and squeezed the life out of you with my butt. But I let out one more fart after your death. Then Blake shrinks me down to the same size as you and made me his butt plug forever and ever. And poor fetish stories died in my butt, while I'm stuck in my bro Blake's butt, farting slave forever and ever. The end of this story. I hope